This is the story about the blind woman who could see ghosts. So this girl who was blind at birth lived with her father on a single ranch house. So because she was blind at birth, she had spatial awareness. Pretty much she knew how far apart everything was based on what she touched. One day in the living room, the blind woman was talking to a ghost named Ellie. So Ellie said to the blind woman her name and asked her why her face was so messed up. So the blind woman then asked, "Why is my face messed up? What's wrong with it?" And at that point, the father then heard the conversation and snagged the blind woman out of the room and said, "Who were you talking to?" The blind woman then replied, "I was speaking to Ellie," and then the father laughed. Over the course of the next few months, the blind woman started speaking to over 13 ghosts. And each time she would speak, her father would get very, very upset at her for speaking to ghosts. So one day, the blind woman fell in the kitchen and had to call the paramedics. And once the paramedics arrived there, she asked, "Can my dad come with me to the hospital?" The paramedic then replied, "Your dad's been dead for 6 years." Make sure to like for a part 2. Creepy videos that you shouldn't watch at night, but you're going to anyway, part 10. I just held up 5, what the fuck. And for my dark web lovers, you will love this video because this one actually surfaced on the dark web. Also, I might be going on a TV show. I got contacted by a company to make a TV show on Discovery Channel, pretty much about dark web and creepy videos, so thank you guys. So make sure to show some love so we can get him to see it. I just knocked my lights out. Alright, the video has since been deleted, but people actually downloaded it, so I'm just on YouTube. So this is in binary code. If anybody wants to decode that, please let me know. This video is pretty scary, so let's watch. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Here's the full binary code, so just save the video. So if you guys need help sleeping at night, click the link in my bio. And once you click the link, click on Get a Peaceful Sleep, and it's an app, download it, and you will get the most peaceful sleep of your life. Scary games that you won't play?
But we will.
100%.
We can do it right here, right?
We are here, Ouija. We are here, Ouija. We are here, Ouija. Okay. Is there anybody here with us today?
I feel good.
You cold?
I'm freezing.
If you are here, make yourself known. Hear how fucking loud it just got?
Really loud.
It got fucking... If that makes you mad, do something about it.
Let us know that you're here.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's literally sliding from my hand, and so is the board. Dude, what is that? Is that a shadow? Dude, is that a shadow? No. Fuck that. I have chills right now. There's another one.
Get the car.
What? 5, 6. Oh, what the fuck?
That was pretty annoying, wasn't it? Well, all has to do with today's video. We're gonna be talking about the Tonganyanka laughter epidemic, more colloquially known as the laughing plague, and it's bizarre, trust me. On January 30th, 1962, a class was in session when one girl told a joke to another one and she started laughing. Now this isn't anything serious, except the laughter continued and spread throughout the classroom, and all of a sudden everyone was laughing. Now this can be seen as a fun, normal thing that happens, at least people are happy and laughing, but this became very scary very fast. Kids left the classroom and continued to laugh, and it actually ended up spreading throughout the city, and all of a sudden all you could hear from the city was laughter throughout it. This haunting laughter went on for days on end, and everyone seemed to be infected. Now this seems fine until you understand that people were laughing and staying awake for days and eventually going insane. The only thing doctors could say was that it was a possible mass hysteria. Be careful the next time you have a laugh attack. Here's why you should never forget your phone when you're going out for a night on the town. So a girl was just out with her friends partying in a club when all of a sudden she realized she lost her phone. She had checked everywhere all over the club until she finally was like, you know what, it's whatever, I'm sure I'll find it eventually. But then her friend was like, yo, just use my phone. So she did just that. She used her phone and she called hers, and she heard a low, raspy laugh and a lot of deep breaths, and then they just hung up. The girl was a little freaked out initially, like anyone would be, but then she realized like, yo, someone's probably just messing with me and I'll just get a new phone later. She then returned home and realized that some of the lights were on and she could have sworn she turned them all off, but she walked inside regardless. Nothing was out of the ordinary except for the fact that when she walked into her room, she realized her phone was still on her nightstand, where it had been the entire time. And then this woman had a horrifying realization. Someone was inside of her house in order to pick up her phone.
A 35-year-old school teacher was arrested after luring her students into a demonic ritual. This woman is known as Danielle Harkins. She was a school teacher in St. Petersburg, Florida, and she was supposedly acting strange in 2012. And apparently she developed a huge interest in demonic rituals. Danielle told the kids that they needed to go to this fire at the pier on Saturday. Once the kids arrived to this little hangout at the pier, she then grabbed a knife. She then told these children that they had to cut themselves in order to release this demonic spirit. And if that's not bad enough, she then told the children that they had to burn their wounds so the spirit would not return. Just to show you how bad this really was, a student gave their testimony report, and I'm just gonna read it to you. Apparently, the school teacher held a lighter at this child's hand, and when the lighter went out because of the wind, she then doused his hand in perfume and set it on fire that gave him second-degree burns. And the craziest part about it is, none of the students snitched. None of them. There's a lot more to this story. Click the link in my bio to join my Discord server so you guys can read the news article. I just can't say it on TikTok. Creepiest videos to ever exist, part 3. You guys have been showing an insane amount of love on part 1 and 2, so part 3 we're gonna step it up a little bit. Now for this video, I have no explanation for it, and I'm gonna let the internet figure it out for me. Okay, well, I actually did the research, and apparently whatever that was, it killed a dog and brutally attacked a cow. They said it came out of the woods and did this. No one knew what it was or what they could do, so they locked it up. Like and follow for part 4.
Hi guys, if you like scary content just like this, then please head over to the 3X. He makes awesome content and you should really subscribe. Thanks.
This is why you should never talk to somebody that has black eyes. And it's crazy because the story you guys are about to listen to is completely real. In the middle of nowhere in Vermont, an elderly couple heard 3 knocks on their door. They opened the door and saw a boy and a girl. The kids looked at the parents and said, "My parents will be here soon, can we come in?" Children didn't make eye contact. The elderly couple hesitated but said, "Of course you're able to come in." The kids sat on the couch, the wife made hot cocoa, and the husband was asking them questions. When the wife returned with the hot cocoa, she saw that her 3 cats were super angry at these children. The kids then look around the room and say, "May we use the restroom?" They say of course and redirect them over to the bathroom, and the husband grabs his wife's arm. He looked at his wife and said, "Did you see their eyes?" And as soon as he said that, he looked at his hand and saw his nose was bleeding. Then randomly the power went out and the kids walked out of the room and said, "My parents are here." Here's where things get creepy. 1 week later, 3 of the 4 cats went missing and the 4th cat was found dead at the bottom of the pool. On top of all that, the husband was diagnosed with a very rare aggressive skin cancer. Make sure to like and follow. A mysterious letter written over 300 years ago by a satanic nun has just now been deciphered. This is the story of Sister Maria, who was a 31-year-old nun living in Sicily. On August 11, 1676, she was found face down in her jail cell. She was found on the floor with her face covered in ink, holding this note. The note was mixed with letters and symbols that nobody could decipher. According to historical reports, apparently every single night she was screaming and so-called fighting with the devil. And she went even as far as to say this note you are looking at now was written by the devil. This 14-line letter has gone against every single rule against language. That is until the scientists of Ludum Science Museum deciphered it. They used an intelligence code-breaking software to finally figure out what this said. And what this message said will literally give you chills. The message called God a deadweight and even said God thinks he can free mortals, but he is terribly mistaken. If you want to see the full letter and the full article regarding this, click the link in my bio to join the Discord.
What's she talking about?
Why are you calling? Why didn't you just come in?
I told you I'm going to be back on Friday, so then we can film.
What are you talking about? We're in your house now.
What?
What are you saying?
How'd you get in there?
You let us in. What are you talking about?
That's not me. That's not me. You guys have to get out of there right now. It's
What?
Not me.
What the hell's going on?
Not me.
That's not her?
Bro, let's go. We need to get out, bro. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. Come on.
Okay.
Go.
What are you doing in this house?
Listen, we're just trying to leave, all right? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with your skin?
Bro, let's get the hell out of here.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I am.
Oh my god, what was it?
Bro, I have no idea, bro.
Do we call the police?
He looks at the foot of his bed, and this huge, just wide, 6-foot-tall black figure emerges in pure, it's bright in the room. This black figure emerges at the foot of his bed. It's got this huge tooth coming out of its mouth, and it gets into this jerky position and starts moving towards Bill. And it gets right in front of him, and it puts its face right against Bill's.
le plus beau.
Okay guys, it's currently 2:14 in the morning. I really just can't sleep. I have my LED light on, so we're gonna see how this goes. I'm literally about to just turn my light off and go to bed, and I'm gonna see if anything happens. So, all right. Good night, guys.
See if we can hear anything. Wow! Dude, I don't even know what that thing is!
No, we gotta go stop him. Let's go in. Let's go in. Emma! Yo, where is she? Yo, what the hell is that?
It's not Emma.
This is why you should always check your back seat. A woman coming home from work decided to drive home. As she's driving, she notices a black car following behind her. In every red light she stops at, this black car will constantly flicker his lights. She began to panic and drove faster and faster, taking every turn she could to get away from this car. As she's driving, she calls her dad and tells her that this car is following her and to meet her in the driveway so she's not alone. She pulled into the driveway and sees her dad waiting outside. Then she sees the car that's been following her pull in right behind her. The man in the black car behind her gets out of his vehicle and runs to her and says, "Get out of your car now." She gets out and the man behind her says, "There is somebody trying to kill you." The man in the black car behind her pulls out a weapon. He shows the woman that there has been a man in her back seat, and every time he would flash his lights, it was because the man was about to stab her.
Ayo, something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
What the hell? Hello?
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that's where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Videos that seem innocent but have a terrifying backstory, Part 4. This video shows comic magician Tommy Cooper having a heart attack on live TV. His audience, along with the assistant, thought it was all part of the show, so they laughed along while he died on stage. This video shows a Russian influencer's birthday party where she decided to throw dry ice into her swimming pool for the visual effect. Sadly, 3 people died due to carbon dioxide poisoning. The following video is what happens when you take two AI clever bots and hook them up to one another to have a conversation. It's funny at first, but it soon becomes quite disturbing.
Hi. How are you? Great. You? I'm okay. That's good. Are you good? Do you believe in God? Yes, I do. So you're Christian? No, I am not. But you say you are not helpful, therefore you're a meaning. How you say idioty? That does not make sense. Don't you want to have a body?
Alright, so we're in the car watching the footage right now.
Dude, this is pointless. We've been here so long.
Bro, we gotta keep watching it.
Yo, wake up! What? Dude, something's breaking.
What?
Something's breaking, bro.
Whoa, what do you think happened, bro? Come on.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, let's go.
Quem que é, meu? Tá fazendo isso? Ai, menina, de novo! Ai, 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 ai! Ai, ai! Que é isso? Desce! Ai, menina, de novo!